Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. All right, I see a few people joining. Thank you, everyone who has joined so far. I'm just going to give it about 10 seconds so we can get everybody settled in, and then we will start. Welcome, everyone. All right, 10 more seconds. I see there are a number of attendees who are here now. Welcome from Health Tech Academy. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking out the time. And now we will start our webinar formally. Hey, all right. So my name is Danish Khan, and I work here at HTA as a product manager, which basically means that all of the programs that we have here at HTA are designed by me and my team. And I'm super excited today to talk about all of these programs with you guys. For the most part of this webinar, I will be sharing my screen where you guys will be able to see the details that I'll be covering in this webinar. So just give me 1 second and I will share my screen. I hope that my screen is visible to you, all of you guys. All right, so this is our Allied Healthcare Bootcamp webinar, where we are going to talk about all of our bootcamps or programs. And I will share details about them, and I'll be answering any questions that you guys have about these programs as well. So very high level introduction for Health Tech Academy is that Health Tech Academy is an online training provider based in Austin, but our team is based globally. Most of our team is based in US, but there are other team members that are based globally as well. We have more than 25 years of EdTech experience. That's the experience combined for all of our team members. There is more than 15 years of healthcare experience in between all the team members here at HTA. We have more than 20 instructors and coaches, and all of them come with at least 10 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Currently, we have more than 2,200 students, and we are enrolling about 150 students every month. Before I jump on to the list of the content that we are going to cover today in this webinar, I would like you guys to get familiar with Zoom. If this is the first time you're using Zoom, you'll be able to see a chat box that you guys can use, and feel free to ask any questions. You can absolutely ask something during the webinar as well, but I might not be responding to it so that my chain of thought is not broken. But I will definitely respond to it towards the end of the webinar. But get familiar with it. I would love to see some hello, highs in the chat. So I know that everybody can use the chat box. So how are you guys? And I would love for you guys to express any kind of expectations that you may have, and you want to write it in the chat box so I can keep that in my mind during the webinar. That would be great. So feel free to write it in the chat box. And one very, very important thing is that if you stick around till the end of the webinar, there are some amazing discounts and deals that I'll be announcing towards the end. Perfect. So now the table of content, which basically means, the run through of what we are going to do here today in this webinar. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about HTA. What do we do? What kind of programs we offer, the partners that we have, and the program flexibility that we offer. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the future of allied healthcare and how you can stay relevant to that future. So I'll talk about a few trends in surgical technology, pharmacy technology, and so on and so forth. After that, most of the part of this webinar would be about our programs. What program do we offer? What certification do we offer? Is it an advanced level certification, an entry level certification? All of that information will be told to you guys in that part. That's where most of my time would be spent. Then I'll talk about the admission process, how you can, if you are interested in one of our programs, or if you're already in the process, what are the next steps that you can take. Then we are going to talk about the financing options that we have available. I will talk about the career services that we have here at HTA and how we can help you achieve your career goals. We will hear from some of our students. So there are some student testimonials that I'll present, and we will end the webinar with your question answers. All right, perfect. So I see somebody said that they're excited. They are hoping to learn about discounts. Yes, you will absolutely learn about some amazing discounts. Um, all right, so let's move on to the next part. So who we are. So we are a leader in flexible and accessible online training for more than 20 years. That's the experience that our team brings in with the edtech and online learning world. We build different programs around the growing areas of allied healthcare. We started off with 3 programs. Currently, we have more than 10 programs that we are offering. As I shared with you guys, we are headquartered in Austin, Texas, and we aim to transform healthcare education and staffing. So I will leave it here so you guys can read our vision and the mission, where we aspire to transform and innovate the way healthcare professionals are educated, hired, and retained. And we are committed to solving healthcare staffing challenges by partnering with universities, employers, and educating citizens for emerging and diverse roles through apprenticeship learning pathways and career coaching. That's what we stand for, and you guys will see that throughout this webinar. How our boot camps work. Now, when it comes to all of our programs, we partner up with industry experts, people who have been working in the industry for years, employers and healthcare partners to design industry aligned boot camps. All of these boot camps are designed by subject matter experts who have worked in the field, and they know how your day to day is going to look like once you're done with this program. Our boot camps include modules, courses, and the instructional model is designed to fit around your schedule. So if you are working full time, or if you're a full time mother or dad, and if you have other responsibilities or commitments, you can absolutely enroll into this program and complete it at your own pace. And we will be offering you all the support throughout that time, but it is absolutely flexible. We emphasize on online learning success through bootcamp, sport, and career services. So there is a dedicated team of student services, a dedicated team of career services that is going to be available to you throughout the day. And some of them are also available in the evening hours, so that if there is anything, any issues that you guys are facing, they will be there to support you and help you. The 3 key aspects of our bootcamp and certification programs are that it's on demand, which basically means that you can enroll into the program anytime. If you decide to enroll right now, in the next 24 to 48 hours, you will have access to everything once you have made the payment, of course. The program is self-paced, which basically means that you can start it whenever you want, and you can make the progress whenever you want as well. Although our team will be there to give you the reminder if you're not on track, and if you need any help, they will be asking you for it as well. But it's completely self-paced. If there is a week or even a month when you're super busy and you are unable to take time out for this learning, that's absolutely all right. You get access to the program for up to 12 months, but we do recommend you to spend at least 15 hours a week on the program. And if you do that, you'll be able to complete it in about 16 weeks. And the third key aspect of our certification programs is that we offer one-on-one coaching sessions, which basically means that although it is a self-paced program, but you will be able to schedule 5 mandatory one-on-one coaching sessions with industry experts, where you can ask them any questions about the content that you are studying, anything that is not making sense to you, or maybe you are curious to understand how your practical life would look like after the certification, or you're curious about the externship process and how the externship experience is going to be, or you're curious about the exam itself, or you're just thinking about the growth that you can have maybe in 10 years or 15 years, and they can really talk about their personal experience, and that personal experience can help you understand the role that you will have in future much better. Here are some of the partners that we have. So these are some accreditations and affiliations. So most of our programs are approved through Texas Workforce Commission. We are affiliated with NHA, NCCT, HSPA, AMT, and these are all certifying bodies through which we offer our programs. These are some of our partners, and the list of the partners is much bigger. If you go onto our website, you'll be able to see some other partners on the website as well. Um, the biggest thing that we stand for, and I think I mentioned it already, is the program flexibility. So the programs are absolutely designed to suit your lifestyle, no matter where you are, what you do, you can absolutely take the program. And the flexibility is not just on the, I would say, on the level that you can take the program anytime, but it also is on the background. Doesn't matter if you have years of experience or you have no experience in the professional world, you can absolutely take this program because it's designed in a way to help everybody learn. So whether you're a beginner or you have limited experience in healthcare background, you can absolutely enroll in most of our programs, with an exception of a few programs which are a little more advanced, but most of the programs are beginner friendly. You don't need to relocate. So wherever you're based, you can take the program, pass the program, and then you can start applying for jobs. And everything is 100% online, with the exception of some of the programs which have clinical components, but that clinical component is not part of your training program. Your training program will be completed before that clinical component, and that clinical component is a requirement for you to be fully certified. So you will complete your training program online. That's going to be 100% online. But the clinical part, you will be going in person into the clinic or hospital. And that takes me to my next part. So now we are going to talk about the future of allied healthcare. I think with everything that is developing today, the technological movement that we see, everything is changing drastically on daily basis. And there are a lot of trends that we are seeing which are new in the healthcare sector as well, because of the technology being integrated and AI being there. And the reality is that we don't need to be worried about the fact that, oh, we lose our jobs. Not really. The reality is that with AI and the technology that is there, we will probably be becoming much more productive. We will probably be much more efficient with the help of technology and AI. But in order to really use AI and technology, you need to stay relevant to the sector. You need to understand how it is being integrated. And with that, it's important to understand the kind of trends that we are right now seeing with the technological development in the healthcare sector. I'm sure all of you guys have heard about the robotic assisted surgery proficiency that is there in the surgical technology world today. And of course, although it's a robotic assisted surgery, there is human involvement there. There are people who are experts of using those equipments, and how to really make sure that it's doing the work the way it is supposed to do, and so on and so forth. So there is intraoperative imaging and that's also in the surgical technology trend. When we talk about the medical assisting trends, we have AI powered electronic health records management, where you don't really need to do a lot of work. That the software will do everything for you and find the relevant records. The patient assessment automation is there as well. Again, human involvement would still be there, but there are going to be a lot of automations over there. Same goes in the pharmacy technology side of things. Same goes with sterile processing trends as well. Now, because everything is changing and there's so many developments, we know that things are not going to look the same in next 5-10 years, and the only way to really be relevant to this field is to step into it, start somewhere, and that's what our programs do. So the next part that I'm going to cover now is, wait a second, why am I unable to move on? I'm going to talk about our programs now, but for some reason my screen is stuck and I'm unable to move on. Give me one small second, guys. And all right. All right, you guys should be able to see the screen now. And as I was saying, the best way to stay relevant to that future of allied healthcare is to step into the world of healthcare, allied healthcare, and start with one of these programs that we offer here at HTA. So I'm going to cover all of these programs. There's a lot of information that is going to be repetitive, so don't worry about it. I wouldn't cover it again and again, but I would try to cover all the main critical parts for each of these programs. So, so starting off with surgical technologists. So the surgical technologist program here at HTA is of course offered by HTA, but it leads to the certification through NCCT. It's called TSC, Tech in Surgery Certification. The duration of the program is 16 weeks long. Certification is PSC, of course. The tuition for this program is the full fee is $3,450. And if you pay upfront, you get a discount, which is available on the website if you go onto the website. And you can also pay monthly, where we don't charge any interest whatsoever. And the monthly payment option starts from $266 per month. The eligibility is that you need to have high school diploma or GED level qualification. You need to have internet. You need to know how to browse on internet as well. That's the basic eligibility criteria. However, surgical technology is a field which is very much in demand, and because of a lot of people trying to get into this field, when we go to the employer and you apply for jobs, they usually prefer people who have some kind of medical or healthcare background. So for that reason, if you are somebody who has no healthcare experience academically or professionally, like not even 6 months or 3 months for that matter, then we do encourage you to start off with another program like medical assistant or dental assistant or sterile processing technician. And then you can think about switching to surgical technology in a couple of years, because that will really, that will really increase the number of chances that you can get in terms of finding a good role for as a surge tech. Otherwise it's slightly more difficult, but if you are committed and you want to still go ahead with it, we can't of course stop you, because the eligibility doesn't say that you cannot enroll. You can still enroll, but we do encourage you to go for another program if you do not have any background, and we give you the heads up that it would be more difficult as compared to somebody who has any kind of background in the healthcare sector to find surge tech roles. When it comes to the offering of the program is completely self-paced, so all of the content is online. Instructor videos are available. One coaching is included, so you have to take 5 one-on-one coaching sessions where you can talk about the content and the role. Then we have certification exam prep course that is included in this price. We have the exam voucher included in this tuition fee as well. We have the ebook that is included as well, and then there are skills videos that are included as well. There are these few restricted states where this program is not available. Now, when we talk about the restricted states, it's very important to understand the reason behind it. So there are every state has different regulations in terms of which certification they accept and which certification they do not accept. And that affects the ability of employers to take somebody on board as an employee or as an extern. And for that reason, we strongly recommend that if you are in one of these states, we wouldn't want you to enroll into the Surge Tech program. These states might not be updated because I wasn't able to get a chance to update the restricted states part before this webinar, but our website is absolutely up to date. So if you go onto our website and go to our state restrictions page, add your state, add the program, and it will give you the information whether the program is available in your state or not. You can download the syllabus for this program on our website, so you can get all the details there. One very, very important part for the Surge Tech program is that there is an externship requirement. So all of our program can be completed in 16 weeks. So the training program can be completed in 16 weeks, and you can absolutely sit for the certification exam after that. However, even if you pass the certification exam, you are not certified as a Surge Tech until and unless you complete 125 surgical cases, which is basically your clinical externship. We recommend our students to go for their clinical externship first and then sit for the exam, because if you go and work in the field and understand that role on a level that you can never understand while just theoretically understanding everything, you are way more likely to pass and score very well in your exam. So we do recommend that you complete the externship before sitting for the certification exam. Now, when it comes to the externship requirements, that does mean that you can't be certified in 20 weeks. You can complete the program in 16 weeks. Then it can take you maybe 8 to 12 weeks to find the externship site. And then it can take you another 12 to 16 weeks to complete the externship, because it's 125 surgical cases that you have to complete, and then you sit for the exam. So in total, the overall time that you can take from the time you enroll into the program and the time when you can maybe start your first job can be as long as 1.5 years. And that's not because of the training program. The training program can be completed pretty much in 16 weeks or even less if you spend more time there. But because of the externship requirement and because of the fact that finding an externship does take a little longer, it can take up to that time. But if you enroll into a program like medical assistant, the next program that I'm going to cover right now, you can absolutely be certified in 16 weeks. So you can complete the training program and you can be certified by the end of not by the end of 16 weeks, whenever you pass the certification exam. uh, I will go over the questions in a bit. So the next program that I'm covering is medical assistant. The certification that we offer is Certified Clinical Medical Assistant, CCMA, through NHA. The program is 16 weeks long. The tuition for this program, it's very interesting with medical assistant program that we have two options available for you. So one option is that you pay $1,250, but and you can also pay as weekly, which is $49, and that weekly payment option can be available for any of our programs. So you can start off with $49 payment and then pay $49 on weekly basis, and you can complete this program. However, at the $1,250 cost, we do not offer coaching sessions, and it does not include the exam voucher as well. Rest of the things are still included: career services sessions, ebook, everything else is included. Now, if you want to have the coaching sessions with the industry experts and you want the exam voucher and the certification exam prep course included, then we have another option for you, and that is at $2,000. You can go onto our website and you can see the price over there. The eligibility remains the same. And even if you have no background whatsoever in the healthcare or in the medical world, you can absolutely do this program and be certified and find a role pretty much straight away. There are two restricted states last time when I edited this part, but I would suggest that you go onto our website and see which states are restricted for this program. You can download the syllabus again from the website. And this program does not have any externship requirements. All right, so the next program that I'm going to cover now is patient care technician. Okay, I think let's just go and see if somebody has questions that they have asked. Okay, so do you help find externship? So the way it works is that we promise you all the help that we can offer, but we do not guarantee an externship. So we take you through that process where we do our part of reaching out to the hospitals around your locality, and we also suggest you the hospitals that might be a little far away from you, but maybe you can travel there. We give you those options if we have affiliations in those areas. And then we also share with you what can you do to expedite that process, because our team works day in and out to find externship site for you. But you can absolutely take part in that process and reach out to the hospitals yourself. Let us know, and we will take care of the affiliation process. So we do not guarantee the externship, but we absolutely do help with it. Yes, okay. Yeah, Kentucky is no longer on the restricted list. That's true. Thanks for pointing it out, Ian. Um, All right. So I was going to talk about the patient care technician program. So this is our certified patient care technician certification through NHA. The duration of this program is the same. The tuition is $3,450. The full tuition is $3,450. But if you pay upfront, you can get a very good discount. And the monthly payment options start from $266. You can also pay bi-weekly, but do remember that when we say monthly payment options start from $266, we are making an assumption that you are making a payment, a deposit of around $400, if I'm not wrong. So if you pay a lesser deposit, then in that case, the monthly payment would be slightly higher than $266. So bear that in mind. Eligibility remains the same. You just need a high school diploma or GED qualification. You need internet access. You need the ability to browse on internet. I just want to make this clear that if there is anybody who is interested in a program like this and they do not have a high school degree, then unfortunately they won't be able to get certified. So in that case, you have to get the diploma, high school diploma first, and then you can sit for the certification exam. So if you're in the process of getting your high school diploma and you can get it in next 6 months, for example, then of course you can enroll into our programs. The offerings remain the same. There is one-on-one coaching session, certification exam prep, career sport. For career sport, we have 2 career services sessions that you guys have to take. Those are mandatory, and I'm going to talk about the career services sessions in a bit as well. There are 3 restricted states. Again, I would recommend that you check the website, and the website will tell you the current up-to-date number of states where this program cannot be offered. So you can download the syllabus from our website. And again, for patient care technician program as well, there is no externship requirement. So if you complete our program, you can get certified pretty much straight away as soon as you are done with your certification exam and you have passed it. The next program that I'm going to cover now is pharmacy technician. Now, we have 2 different pharmacy technician programs that we offer. So one is pharmacy technician program, and the other one is pharmacy technician professional. The pharmacy technician program is certified pharmacy technician through NHA, and it's a 16 weeks long course. The full tuition is $3,450. Monthly payment options start from $266. You can also pay bi-weekly. Eligibility is the same. Offerings are the same, and there are quite a few restricted states here. But this certification is through NHA, and the other certification that we offer is through PTCB. We are one of the approved training providers through PTCB, and you can check that on the PTCB's website. There are some restricted states even for this program as well, so it's not none. So I do recommend you to check that on the website. And eligibility is the same, the tuition is the same as well. Now, I think a lot of you guys would be thinking that if we are offering both of these certifications, which one should we choose? Now, the answer to that question is up to you. We don't know. But how can you make that decision? You can go around your area and you can see the pharmacy technician roles that are open, and you can see which certification do they prefer, because there are areas where NHA is preferred as the certification for pharmacy technician. There are areas where PTCB is consider a more relevant certification that is accepted. But our program can pretty much prepare you for both. Both of these programs have the same content built into it, but you can have the choice of enrolling in one of the programs. You can have the choice of sitting for one of the exams once you're done with the training program. Again, for pharmacy technician as well, there are no externship requirements. So you complete the program in 16 weeks or less, you pass the certification, and you are fully certified. And the next program is our dental assistant program. So this is registered dental assistant certification, RDA, which is done through AMT, and the duration is the same, 16 weeks. Now, one thing that I haven't probably mentioned as yet is the duration. When we say it's 16 weeks, we make an assumption that you're spending about 15 hours a week to complete the program, and that can take you to the finish line in 16 weeks. But if you're spending more time, you can get it done in less than 16 weeks. If you're spending less time, it can take you as long as you want to take. But do remember that you only have access to the program for up to 12 months. You can't have access beyond that. So do plan it accordingly. The tuition is the same for dental assistant program. The eligibility is the same. The offerings are the same. Restricted states are there, but I do recommend again to check it on our website. Dental assistant program, very, very interestingly, has, I've come across a lot of our students who were able to land a job much quicker as compared to rest of the programs for dental assistant program. That's just my observation. I'm not saying that dental assistant is the best program and it can get you the job easily or easier as compared to other programs, but that has been my observation with the students that have completed the dental assistant program. And dental assistant program does not require any externship hours at all. The next program that we're now going to cover is, where did it go? It was sterile processing technician. Interesting. What is happening? Let's see. Okay, yeah, here we go. Sterile processing technician. So the sterile processing technician certification is CRCST, which is offered through HSPA. The program is 16 weeks long. The upfront cost is the full tuition is $3,450. If you pay upfront, you get a discount. Monthly payment options start from $266. Eligibility is high school diploma once again. I'm not sure if there are any restricted states or not. Check it from the website, and that will give you the most updated information. Offerings are the same as well. When it comes to the sterile processing technician program, this is usually seen as the first step if you want to become a surge tech in future. So if you do not have any kind of healthcare background, we do recommend that you start off with sterile processing technician, and then you can move on to becoming a surge tech in future. But that's again just a recommendation from our side. Sterile processing technician program also has an externship requirement of 400 hours that you have to complete in order to become fully certified. You can sit for the certification exam after the 16 weeks of the training program or whenever you complete the training program, but you will not get the full certification, which means you cannot get jobs until and unless you complete your clinical hours, because that is a requirement for the certification. So the timeline for sterile processing technician kind of remains the same as surge tech. So it can take up to 1.5 years for you from the time when you enroll to the time when you will probably be starting your first role as a sterile processing technician. You can download the syllabus from the website. The next program is phlebotomy technician program. I think most of the programs that I've covered so far were at $3,450. This is the first program which is shorter in terms of the duration as well as more economical. So the upfront cost for this program is $2,000. I just remembered that medical assistant was another program which was economical. $1,250 if you don't want to take the coaching sessions, and exam voucher is not included, and $2,000 if you want to include the coaching sessions. So that program is another program which I've already covered. So upfront cost for this program is $2,000. Monthly payment options start from $141. You can also pay bi-weekly. Talk to your admission advisor, tell them that you want to pay bi-weekly, and they will absolutely consider that request. Eligibility for this program remains the same. Offerings are the same. And there are some restricted states that I would recommend you to check from our website to make sure that there are no changes in the recent times. Phlebotomy technician is a certification that requires certain number of procedures that you have to complete in order to get full certification, but those are not as long as surge tech or sterile processing technician. So as soon as you land your externship, it can take you between 4 to 8 weeks at max to complete your externship requirement. So roughly speaking, if you complete your program in 12 weeks, then it can take you up to 12 to 16, maybe 12 weeks to find your externship, complete the externship in the next 8 weeks or so. So you can say that you can probably start your first job in 9 to 10 months when you complete the phlebotomy technician certification from HTA. And of course, I'm making the assumption that you're completing the program in 12 weeks. If you take longer than that, then you can add that time on to the estimated time that I'm sharing with you. That's the average that we have observed. So I'm just sharing that information with you. But remember, phlebotomy technician, this is the third program that I'm talking about, which has externship requirements. The first one was surge tech. The second one was sterile processing technician. The third one is phlebotomy technician. And there is going to be a fourth one that I'll cover in a bit. The next program that I'm going to cover is medical coding and medical billing and coding. So I'll start with medical billing and coding. So this is Certified Billing and Coding Specialist through NHA. This program is majorly focused on medical billing. So most of the roles that you can apply for after completing this program would be billing roles. You wouldn't be able to apply for medical coding roles. So if you're interested in medical coding roles, then the certification that you would be probably pursuing would be CPC, certified professional coder, not CBCS. CBCS can lead you to medical billing roles majorly. So the duration of this program is 12 weeks. It's a shorter program, but there are a lot more resources that we provide you with. So there are hard copies of textbook that you have to get. And for that reason, the program's tuition fee, the full tuition fee is $3,450, and monthly payment options start from $266. The eligibility is high school diploma or equivalent, and you need to have internet, and you should know how to browse on internet. Um, Offerings are the same, and I think there are no restricted states for this program. Do check it from the website just to confirm, but there are no restricted states for this program. All of the states accept this certification. When it comes to medical coding, it's usually, and again, this is an observation, usually people start with medical billing certification, get some experience as a medical biller, and then they move on to medical coding, and they do the certification for medical coding, and that certification is CPC. It's a 14 weeks long program. The tuition fee is the same, eligibility is the same, offerings are the same, and I think there are no restricted states for this program as well. But again, do check it from the website. Somebody asked me about, thanks for sharing the link, Ian. This is the link where you can go and you can see which states you can be in for that particular program, which states are restricted. You can get all that information on that link that Ian just shared. That's the second last message in the chat box right now. There's another message which says, why does everyone say the NCCT is not a good certification? It has to be CST, which requires a 2-year degree. Um, so the reality is that this is a subjective opinion, right? There would be people who would say NCCT is a better certification. There are others that would say CST, which is through NBSTSA, is a better certification. So it's very much up to you how you want to take it. There are different requirements for both of these certifications. There are different schools that offer these certifications. But I can tell you that it's not always a 2-year degree as per my knowledge. CST can also be a certification program as well. It wouldn't take 2 years. But just imagine it from this point of view, that if you're doing a 2-year degree for CST and then you're doing an externship and then you're trying to find a job, it would take you much longer than 1.5 year that I'm telling you for surge tech. So I think you have to decide it for yourself, which route do you want to take. But do check your state. If your state says that NCCT is a certification that do not accept, then of course we wouldn't recommend you to go for it. But if the state accepts both the certifications, then it's very much up to you which one you want to choose. The next program that I'm covering is healthcare IT. This is the first program that I'm covering today, and it comes with 2 different certifications. One in the IT world, which is called CompTIA ITF Plus, IT Fundamentals Plus, and CEHRS by NHA, which is Certified Electronic Health Record Specialist. The duration of this program is 16 weeks, which is the standard duration for most of our programs. The tuition is $3,950. The monthly payment options start from $322. Eligibility is the same, offerings are the same, and there are 4 restricted states. Do check it from the website to get the most updated information. But just remember that because these are 2 different certifications that we are offering as part of this program, there are 2 exam vouchers that are included in this tuition fee as well. One very interesting thing that I always like to talk about when I talk about healthcare IT is that although that you can see that there are 2 certifications that we offer in this program, but the reality is that the content that we cover in this program is a lot more in depth. It not only covers ITF plus certification, it not only covers CHRS certification, it also covers concepts like basics of very basic basics of product management, data analysis, and a lot of other skills that are very important for you to become a well-rounded healthcare IT professional that can become the first step towards your KHIM certification, which is the Healthcare Information Management certification that is often looked at as the next step after this certification. The next program that I'm going to cover is basically Mental Health Record Specialist. It is CEHRS, which is one of the certification that we also offer as part of our healthcare IT program. Medical Health Record Specialist program offers CEHRS certification through NHA. It's a shorter program. It's about 12 weeks long. The tuition for this program is $2,000, and the monthly payment options start from $151. Eligibility is the same. You get all the offerings. You get the one-on-one coaching sessions, career services, ebooks, skills, videos, exam voucher, everything included in this tuition. And there are 4 restricted states for this program as well. You can download the syllabus from the website. The next program is electrocardiogram EKG technician, which is CET by NHA, certified EKG technician by NHA. This is an 8 weeks long program. This is probably the shortest program that we have here at HTA. The upfront, the tuition is $2,000. If you pay upfront, there is a slight discount that you can find on our website. And the monthly payment options start from $141. The eligibility, as you guys can see, is the same. Offerings are the same. And last time when I checked, there were no restricted states, but check on that link that Ian shared in the chat box to see the most updated information. As I told you guys earlier, there would be a 4th program that has clinical requirements, and EKG is that program. Now, just like phlebotomy, EKG externship requirements are not that long. So you can probably complete those in 2 to 4 weeks, because I think you need 10 EKG cases. Don't quote me on that. The information is available on the website. But they're much shorter, so it wouldn't take you more than 4 to 6 weeks at max. So, for example, if you enroll into this program, you can complete the program in 8 weeks. You can probably find an externship site in the next 8 to 12 weeks, and then complete the externship in 4 weeks or so, pass the certification exam in the next 2 weeks, and you can be fully certified probably in 6 to 8 months, which is the shortest in all of the programs. So if that is something that you want to do, you want to become certified and find a job as soon as possible, then EKG is probably the right program for you. The last program, because I've covered the pharmacy technician already, is healthcare leadership. Now, this is a very interesting and exciting program where we do not offer any certification through a certifying body. We offer a certification in-house, so it's an HTA certification. This program is 12 weeks long. The cost of this program is $3,950. And if you pay upfront, you get a discount, and the monthly payment options start from $322. Eligibility is the same. Although this program is designed for people who are looking for managerial roles and they want to grow into a managerial role, then this program covers all of the leadership skills, the basic fundamental leadership skills that you need in order to become a manager or a leader in an organization. But at the same time, leadership is a skill that can not only help you become a good manager, it can help you become a good team player as well. because you can empower your team members. You can become the most critical team member in an organization, and learning leadership skills can go a long way. And if you are somebody who thinks like that, and you're thinking about enrolling in one of our programs right now, then healthcare leadership can absolutely be the second step. Once you're done with the certification, you can absolutely come back and do this leadership program, and that will show that you have the dedication to grow and learn, and that can probably help you get a promotion sooner than later. The offerings are the same. There is no exam voucher. Sorry, this information wasn't updated, but rest of the information is there. There's ebooks, career sport, one-on-one coaching session. All of those things are included in this program as well. I know I think we're going to run over time a little bit. So let me just do this quickly now. I think it's doing the same thing again. And yeah, I'm unable to go onwards. All right, so the next part of our webinar today would be a demo of our online learning platform. So, oh my God, I got logged out. Just give me one quick second. Let me log in. I will be giving you an overview of our online learning platform. Just give me 10 more seconds as I load it. All right. So I'm going to show you our Surge Tech program. So when you come onto our platform, it asks you to complete your profile where you add your personal information, which is important for us. That is going to be added on your certificates and transcript. You can say complete later, but it will keep popping up whenever you will come to this platform. So you can see there are boot camps, there's coaching. You can see your profile. There's some analytics about your progress. There is your progress report, and then there are documents like your enrollment documents that you can find all in this platform. It mentions the certification. It shows you the certificate. So every time you pass a course and complete a course, it adds a certificate here. So there are 0 achievements right now because there's a test user. It hasn't completed any of the courses. It shows you the course progress, and it tells you the current course that you are on. One very important part on our learning platform is that you can get career outlook data and job data for the state that you are based in. So for example, you choose your role. So let's say pharmacy technician in Florida, and you say next and level of seniority. I think most of us will be going with beginner. So it shows you the average salary in the state of Florida. It shows you the number of job openings that it has and the job growth on annual basis. So this is the information that you can find inside the platform. Then you can see all of the courses here. Sorry, these are probably because I enrolled more than one course to this user, so it is showing you duplicates. It wouldn't show you duplicates at all. But this is, course 1, course 2, and so on and so forth. If you go into the first course, and it will take you to your course player. So as you go into your course player, you see your lessons. So this is the first lesson, which is introduction. Then you have the next lesson, which is surgical technology, the profession and the professional. So you can go over all of the information. There are videos where you can meet your instructor, and then all the instructors and the coaches introductions are there, and you complete all of these lessons, and then you complete an onboarding survey, you complete the course exam, and then you complete a course survey at the end. You can share your thoughts about anything if you want to comment on this video, or if you just want to ask a question that you're curious about. You can add it here in this discussion forum. All the students who are enrolled into the program will have access to it, and you'll be able to engage with each other. So that's how the course experience is. You can go into the learning assistant, and this is AI embedded into the system where you can ask any of the questions. So there is Health Tech Virtual Mentor available for you, and you can ask them any questions, anything that is not making sense to you, and you want to have conversation with somebody, you can absolutely do that here in the Learning Assistant tab. You can see coaches here. So you will be able to see all the coaches that are available for this program. You can see there are 5 coaches that are available. You can see there are 5 sessions that you can take. So if you take one session with one coach and one session with another coach, it would mean that you have taken 2 sessions already. So you are left with 3 sessions, for example. You can click on book a session. And once you do that, you'll be able to see the introduction of the coach. In some cases, you will also be able to see their videos. You will click on book a session. And as soon as you do that, I think Levada doesn't have a lot of availability for March, but then you have other coaches that are available as well. You can click on the date, you can choose the time, and you can schedule your session with the coach straight away. So that is there. And for the videos, you will be able to see the transcript of the videos here every time there will be a video, and that's the outline. The whole content is designed linearly, so you can not move from one lesson to another without completing the previous lesson. So bear that in mind. Coming back to our uh, presentation. Admission process, I've taken much longer than usual today, but you can schedule a call with an admission advisor if you haven't done that already, discuss the bootcamp details, and then pay the tuition and move on and start the program. When it comes to the financing options, we have upfront payment where you can get up to 30% discounts if you pay in full. Then we have monthly installment options that are available through our financing partners like Ascent, Fortify, Edley, Selime. You can also get a study now, pay later option through a firm. You can talk to your admissions team and they can explain it to you. There are some military education benefit MICA fundings available as well. There is Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act funding available as well, which covers the cost of the entire bootcamp. But if you need information about it, you will have to request that information when you talk to your admission advisor, and they can give you more information. Career services. So career services is a very, very important part. And a lot of you guys have asked about, help that we can offer in terms of your externship. And this is where, you get all the help. So career services is there to help you understand the entire process of externship, entire process of finding a job, and they will help you develop yourself as a professional. They will help you with your resume building, with your LinkedIn profile building, and they will also guide you through the process of talking to your employer, what kind of communication you are having with them. But just remember that we don't claim and nor promise that we will hand you the fish. We will help you learn that process and empower you with the knowledge and the tools to help you catch your first fish and land your first job in the healthcare industry. And you will develop the network of peers and alumni that will help you along the way. So that's the purpose of our Health Tech Academy Career Services. In terms of the resources and the support that is available, you schedule 2 coaching sessions, 2 career advising sessions with your career advisor. So they will be there to help you with any of your questions. There is a career prep course at the end of every program that will help you learn some soft and hard skills that will make you a well-rounded professional. Then we have professional profile building activities where you optimize your LinkedIn, your resume, and how you're going to talk to the employer. And whenever you land your first interview, we will help you with the preparation of the interview as well. I'm not going to play any of the testimonials. You can go on to Trustpilot and read some of some of the testimonials, and you can go onto our YouTube channel or our social media, where you can see some of these students who have completed their programs through HTA, have secured an externship or a job, or have just completed a program, and they were very excited to share their experience with our future students like yourself. So do check these out. I don't have enough time to play this at the moment. And that takes me to the end of the webinar. I'm so sorry it took me a little longer. I couldn't leave a lot of time for the question answer session, but we are still here for another 6 minutes. And before I get the floor open for the question answer session, I think a lot of you guys are probably waiting for this announcement. So this is the time that you guys were probably waiting for. And because you guys signed up for this webinar, you have qualified for a special bootcamp discount for Surge Tech and other programs. you can use March 30 up code, which will get you 30% off. So you pay $2,415 instead of $3,450. That's a very, very big discount. And you get a free laptop alongside. And if you are thinking about medical assistant program, then in that case, you can use March 60 up to get up to 60% discount and pay $1,100 instead of $2,700 and a free laptop. But just remember, this $1,100 program is the one that does not come with the coaching sessions and the exam voucher. If you want to go with that option, then you will have to pay a little higher, and the team can share with you the details about it. So you can visit the website by using the first QR code. You can talk to the admissions team, take a screenshot, or you can make a call at this number right now and talk to our admissions team. Some of them would be available right now. And you can, if you are confused, you don't know which program should I go for, then use this QR code to take our career assessment quiz, and we can tell you which program would probably be the most relevant to you. And now, question answers time. Let's see if I have any questions in the chat. Why does the salary for the surgical technologists keep changing online? The website shows a different number. So it really depends. The national average salary for surg techs would be different. For your particular area, it would be different. The most reliable resource that I can recommend is Bureau of Labor Statistics. So BLS websites are usually the most reliable one. So if you go on there and go for the state where you are based, that will give you the most realistic number. And yeah, so that's what I can tell you. Do we have more questions? Yes, I can. The website is www. Let me do it for you. www.healthtechacademy.org. So that's healthtechacademy.org. So healthtechacademy.org. So that's the website. So can I take the program and then start applying for jobs or externship without NCCT certification? So for jobs, you absolutely need the NCCT certification. But when it comes to the externship, you don't need the certification. Externship is a requirement to get the certification. So externship always comes first and the certification comes later on. So you can take the program, and while you're taking the program, you can start looking for your externship opportunities. You can start hunting down different sites, and then as soon as you land an externship, and that can also happen. Like say, for example, you start your program today, and you start finding your externship site as well. And in a couple of weeks, maybe some miracle happens and you find the externship site. It's absolutely all right. You can keep learning through the online program, and you can start the externship alongside as well. But that's not the ideal way to do it. If you find the externship site, just expedite your progress on the online learning program, complete the program so you get all the learnings, and then start your externship straight away right after the program. And as soon as you're done with the externship, you will be able to sit for the certification exam, get certified, and then apply for jobs. How long does the discount last? I would request my team here in this webinar. Ron, can you tell me how long does the discount last? I would be grateful if you can answer that. Is the Surg Tech program accredited? So the certification that you get is through NCCT, and it's accredited. NCCT certifications are accredited through NCCA. So the program itself, I can't answer. Like the program itself is not accredited, but the certification that you're getting is accredited, if that makes sense. So no, so the program is accredited because it leads to that certification, but the school is not accredited, if that makes sense. Do you provide a transcript or proof of being? Yeah, absolutely. So at the end of the program, you get the certification, you get the transcript and the proof that you completed the program through us, and you get all of your grades for all of the courses as well. So we are officially affiliated with NCCT. So we are approved through them, and that's why we are able to offer these programs. The discount ends on 28th of March. So you still have a few days before you sign up. Can apply for financial aid and still get the free laptop. It depends. We don't have any financial aid options unless you are going for the VIOVA funding. So we don't have any financial aid otherwise. But if you go through the VIOVA options, I think you might be eligible for it, but you'll have to check with the admission advisors. Do you have some partnerships with hospitals? Yes, we do. If you go onto our website, you will be able to see a few of them. If you need more information, you can reach out to any of our admission advisors, and they can also provide you with a list. We have about I think about 40 to 45 hospital networks that are affiliated with us at the moment, all around the US. So you can absolutely request for that list. But I would strongly encourage you to also understand that because we offer this program online and you can be based anywhere around the US, even if we do not have an affiliation around your area, because you're becoming part of the program, we will start looking for sites for you around that area. And we will also ask you to look for the sites around that area as well. If we can find a lead sooner, we will get the affiliation process sorted with them straight away. Or if you can find the lead and share it with us, we will do that process for you as well. If we work together, it can absolutely be done sooner. How long does it usually take to find an externship? It really depends. So if we have an affiliation right next to your city, in the same city, then in that case it can be as as quick as maybe 8 weeks. Never less than 8 weeks, because the problem is that even when the externship site is ready to get you on board, there are a lot of background checks, a lot of things that they need to take care of before they allow you to get into the clinic or a hospital. So it usually does take about 12 to 16 weeks to land an externship. In some cases, longer than that as well. So that's why, I was telling you that if you're thinking about a program like Surge Tech or Sterile Processing Technician, keep in mind the externship process does take long. You have to be very, very patient, and you have to work very hard yourself, and also the career services team has to work very hard to make sure that you find an externship as soon as possible. But it usually does take longer for Surge Tech and Sterile Processing externships. That's why I'm saying overall timeline. If you enroll today, for example, for our Surge Tech program, complete the program in 3.5 months or 4 months, it would take you maybe another 12 months to complete the externship, find the externship, complete the externship, and then pass the exam. So the overall time can be as long as 1.5 years. And that's the realistic understanding that we like to give to our students. After completing the program, can I qualify as any kind of surgical technologist, including CVOR? So you are not going to be specialized in a particular kind of surgery, but you will be certified as a surgical technologist. And when you go into a job, that's when you can get more experience in a particular segment of the surgeries, and you can get specialization in that. But generally, when you complete the program and you pass a certification, you are a surgical technologist, not for a specific kind of a surgery. So that's my answer. We have gone 3 minutes over time, but thank you so much for everyone who has stayed till now. I see that there is just one person who left. So thank you so much, everyone, for taking out the time. It was really nice talking to you guys. Sorry for taking a little longer, but we are here to assist you in every possible way. Reach out to our admissions team, and they will be able to assist you with anything and everything. But if there is anything that you feel like is not being answered and you would like to reach out to me directly, I would be more than happy to assist you. You can see my name right here. My email is danish.khan@healthtechacademy.org. That's danish.khan@healthtechacademy.org. I'll be more than happy to assist you with anything. If there are any questions that you want to ask me, even after the webinar, I'll be more than happy to assist you with it. Thank you so much for taking out the time, and best of luck for your allied healthcare professional journey with HTA and beyond. Thank you.